Alright guys, welcome back. This is episode 6 of our 100-year war in Distant Worlds universe. Our conquest is just beginning as we are on the forefront of starting our first galactic campaign against another empire. We do have some pirates that we are watching out for. They will be annoying and they will pester us. Hopefully they don't mess with us too much more while we're still building. We are building, and at this point we are getting technology that rivals the pirates, so they will be less of an issue for us. Our income is currently in the negative, but that is okay. Off screen I did go ahead and upgrade some of our crafts, our specifically exploration craft, so that we can get out several more sectors. I did also go ahead and upgrade our gas mining stations to 900 maximum, which allows us to be able to do what we need to do with them and provide more resources faster, such as fuel for our ships. I'm tired of waiting for them to refuel, so I'm getting them ready to go. I did also go ahead and increase the mining ship resource. We do have resource shortages coming throughout our system, so with an additional boost to our mining ships, the state or the private sector will actually be able to gather more resources faster to prevent our shortages. I did also increase our large freighter to the maximum of 400 size. This will allow him to move more resources from the mining stations directly to where it needs to go. As well as the medium freighters, I threw some more fuel canisters on the medium freighter to allow them to move the fuel to the main bases while we wait for our new technologies. Remember, we are going for energy and construction. We are wanting the advanced energy secrets. This allows us to convert energy to fuel. This will help us in maintaining our fleets in the long game. But we are in a war and we are wanting combat, so we are going to try and get out into some enhanced hyperdrives while we are working on it. We will also go ahead and queue up some more faster mining just so that we can get our optimizations up. We do want optimization. This will increase our gas extraction to 31 as well as our mineral extraction to 5 from the already that we have 3 and 20. We are wanting more potential energy, so I'm going to let that continue. Over in our high tech, we do have armament research, which was our wonder. It gave us a planetary structure, and we are trying to earn some credits for that, which is where all the retrofitting is coming from. Guys, like I said, we want the private sector to be funding most of our big excursions, and by upgrading their ships manually, we can force them to give us money to pay for our military and upgrades. We are going to go ahead and unpause. We do have a third colony ship floating around, and it is heading for Pladeos 1 so that it can colonize and begin colonizing our third planet. We originally had 5 total colonizable planets, or so we thought. It did turn out that Pladeos 6 is in fact an ocean planet. Its quality is not so great, but it is still an ocean planet, and that is okay. As well as, where did Pladeos 5 go? There we are. Pladeos 5 is also an ocean planet. Its quality is substantially bigger, substantially better, but we do not yet have the technology to colonize those planets. We will work on it, but we are not too much interested in them. We got as another intelligence agent. We now have 3 again, as we had lost our good intelligent agent on his last mission. Let us go ahead and see if we can find any of our other neighbors. Let us go for the Great Wakaris Empire. Let's go ahead and see if we can steal their territory map. 87 probability. You know what? To test him right off the bat, we will go ahead. He does have concealment, which will be great for when we want to go into deep cover. Deep cover allows us to literally see everything that we see of our empire for their empire. A deep agent will be able to give us up-to-date key information on all of their strategies. So those are our trump card when it comes to destroying the other alien races. We do have trade and exploration ships coming in and out from pirates and other factions. That is okay for now. We're not really interested in starting the attacks because, like I said, we do not yet have the full capacity to do so. We are still waiting on income in order to be able to boost our military. We did boost it just enough to be able to prevent the pirates from being too much of an issue, but as it is, we have contracts, agreement, protections with the pirates. We are actually going to go ahead and cancel these. This will piss them off. They will want to come and hunt us down. That is okay. I am okay with that for now because we really need the income. That was $10,000 cash flow that was going to the pirates. It's a lot of income. I would rather it go to our systems, our stuff. Personally, I would. Now, our research is booming again. Our large spaceport did get updated in the wrong way, and it did reduce our capacity back down to the 100 cap on each resource, which is okay for now because we only do have one scientist, and he's not strong enough to be able to take over all of those. We do have enough fighters in our large spaceport to be able to defend it. We have a small amount of cash. We're going to go ahead and upgrade the spaceport. Oh, it is being constructed. That is fine. We will construct a spaceport. Oh, we are already negative. It is okay. We do have the private sector coming in to upgrade all of their private ships, as well as all of their private stations, the mining stations we have flung around our systems. They will be providing us a small boost in income, and hopefully it will be enough to at least start one of our wonders. We would like to try and make sure to get one wonder started before too long. That would be beneficial in our plans to conquest. Alright, I apologize about that. There was a moment where things were getting loud in the background and it started to distort my speakers, so I went ahead and I turned them off so that I would not get the feedback on my end. I did go back through and recheck the ending of this last portion just before we paused, and it appeared that everything was actually okay on your guys' end. I just don't want to blow out you guys' eardrums with my sounds that come out through the speakers. Anyways, back to where we were. I am going to go ahead and unpause. We were preparing to get more things. Oh, he failed to acquire the map, but he did escape fine. That is fine. I am okay with that. You know what? Being fine is fine. And he is a PsyOps bonus and a negative, which cancel each other out, which is fine. Fine. His concealment did get a negative 10% boost from his uninhibited trait that he developed by being tested. That's not too bad, as it is a standard trait of his. He can actually overcome his uninhibited. His espionage, he can also overcome his negative trait. And that is perfectly fine. I am okay with that. We're going to go ahead and see if we can get anything from these guys. 83 on their operations and an 87 on their territory. We already have the Ungari corporation map because they are right next to us. So this really doesn't have a point for us to go there. So we will see if there's a better chance on another empire. 87 again. And back to this one. Every time we send him out, his espionage levels and concealment levels will actually earn increased things. Like I did say, if we had one of our espionage agents tested and he had a negative trait that would in the end reduce the skill levels of the agents that end up on the planet with him, such as whenever he comes back from a mission, he will automatically come back to Pladeos 2 and start working counterintelligence after his mission is done. If he had the negative trait, all of his progress would actually go back down to 0 and his traits would end up not getting redeveloped. So, like I said, untested characters are beneficial because you never get to worry about the negative trait if it does appear for them. If he had actually developed the negative trait, I would have actually just sent him in to the pirate headquarters and left him to his own devices to see if he could come back from it in a deep cover mission, mostly because his concealment allows him to succeed in a deep cover. The likelihood he would not come back, and if he did succeed in the end, he would actually not come back either. He would stay with the pirates and show us where they are. So in the end, his negative trait would have been his lifesaver or his doom, as it was. So we are going to go ahead and try again for another steel territory map. 87 probability. The last one increased his skill 25% on the level, so we are going to go ahead and try again. Worst comes to worst, we do lose him, but as it is, we are working to develop into our stealth. Where did stealth go? I had found it earlier. Stealth. Right here. I have already got it all queued up so that it beelines as directly as it can for stealth. With our planetary facility, the Spy Academy, this gives us the ability to increase our chance to get new intelligence agents into our empire. Those are what we need if we are trying to see what the enemy sees. Now, I do intend to increase what we see. I am going to upgrade our mining stations one more time. All of our private bases. I did leave them rather low to the maximum size in order to do this directly, as a large range scanner does make a hefty significant toll on its size. Now we are going to go ahead and add another hab and life support module. They don't necessarily need them, but with the large scanner on it, we do want to go ahead and add 2 more standard fighter bays. Actually, we're going to go make that 20 total fighters. We want them to be well defended on their own in case that we are not able to get to the combat before things are destroyed. Now, in the end, I would like to put a warp inhibitor on them as well to increase their ability to destroy enemies, but that will have to be after we get the next maximum size upgrade so that we can actually start adding new defenses and making these very, very hard to destroy and take over. So the more defense they have, the better. Increase this to 5. Go back down, add 2 life modules, 2 support modules, and save. Now they will automatically go ahead and upgrade them to the latest design, which includes the arrays. And as they do upgrade, you will begin to see our overall map begin lighting up with the different mining facilities that are placed around. Do we not have any mining? Why is everything not queued? Let's go ahead and go into the expansion planner real quick. We are going to target resources by our priority. We're going to go ahead and just queue all these up. We want to see everything, so having these mining stations out there will allow us to see everything. Queuing them up is fine and dandy. Let us go ahead and go in here, increase our construction ships up to 10. We will add the two new, no, we will not add the two new cruisers that the advisors are recommending. As it is, the income is going up because of all the retrofitting that the private sector is participating in. As it stands, the large freighters, as you see, even at no fuel, they are still moving. It is rather slow, which is why we increase their fuel capacity so that they can go as far as they can. Alright, we are going to go ahead and check into our science exploration ships and upgrade them to the latest possible design. I do believe we did, in fact, change them to allow them to go all the way out on whatever fuel they have. And we will actually get to watch it by just sitting here and letting it retrofit and refuel. Any moment now, it is retrofitting from the X5 to the X7 Mark II to the Mark III. When I manually upgrade them, they upgrade to the Mark. When the system upgrades them, it upgrades them to the next generation. What is taking so long? There it goes. And as we see now, its radius is much, much bigger. And it will be able to start exploring everything around us. It does appear as though he has succeeded in finding their territory map, which is ideal because it brings his skills up even higher. He is almost at the next level on concealment, which means he will be able to go into deep cover missions rather soon. Who did we just find? We are going to go for purple. Are going to go for purple. Now, 87 is not ideal, but with all of his negative traits, we do need to try and get them up, so we will increase them. His concealment is what prevents him from being captured. He doesn't always succeed, but it does not always harm us in the end. Now, we do have a slight amount of money that we can play around with. However, it is nothing that is too big because our negative cash flow does drag it back down rather quickly. We are going to go ahead and give them a 10% tax rate. They are fine at 30. And they are fine at 0. We do want them to go ahead and try and develop a little bit more before we start taxing them. We do have a pirate station on this base, so we are going to go ahead and attack that directly, and we can actually watch the combat go down. Let's zoom in real quick. Let's go over to it, and we can watch as our planet starts to destroy the pirate base. The pirate base is very well defended, as the pirates have been coming in and out of this sector, dropping off more units and building their hidden pirate base. They did succeed in building it, which is why they get the extra bonus for their defended pirate base. However, we will let that continue, and we can watch as our advanced troops slowly and surely dismantle the pirate headquarters. We are going to go in and find our troop general. We are going to go ahead and rename our troop general real quick. We are going to rename our troop general to Sergeant Tav. Sergeant Tav is a good buddy of mine, and You know, he is a great sergeant. He is very vicious and evil, and he will be perfect in our army as our Sergeant Tav. There we go. We will be able to put him on whatever team we want. I will go ahead and put him on Pladeos 2 for the moment while we increase Pladeos 2's army. We don't want to get too big of an army right off the bat because our troops do actually cost us a good bit more than all of our bases will in the end. Because troops are expensive and we like to take care of our troops. So we want to make sure to fund them well. And if we have a good economy, we can make sure our troops are number one. Step on a planet, it's ours. No questions, no fight, overwhelming force. Alright, alright, alright. We have defended and eradicated the pirate stronghold on Pladeos 3. This is a success in our conquest as we start to destroy the pirates. More pirates will show up, but as we wipe pirates out, they will actually not come back. Time is still going forward, and we found another pirate faction base, small spaceport, over in ET-212, one of our gas areas. And I do believe that there is a gas cloud that they are trying to consume of Caslon. We must destroy the pirate base. But it is currently a little bit too strong for us. And we have a new intelligence agent who developed a skill. Which one developed his skill? Alright, we have a measured, courageous, poor speaker. Alright. We will go ahead and send you out. Let us see if we cannot get the military base for the ancients. Oof, 83%. That is not ideal. Once we get in good with the ancients, they actually have all the technology. So if we go into the steel research, we can actually steal a lot of research from the ancients if we get our agents good enough to do such tasks. Such tasks would allow us to skip researching things on our own. And as we see, a lot of people are well ahead of us in many researches. Let us see if you can steal anything in a year. A 92% chance we will let you do it. Quamon, you are now our favorite thief. We will be stealing from you as much as we can, my friend. I do apologize. It's just going to happen. Alright, he did get a bonus. He did get his level, and it jumped up from -15 to -6. We're going to go ahead and cancel his current mission and send him right back out. We want to know where everybody is. We want to see everybody. If we can see them, we can attack them. If we can attack them, we can win. More victories. And as it stands, guys, I do believe that this is the end of the episode. We are ready and prepped. We are setting ourselves up for our first onslaughts. We have found more people and sent our agents. Oof. He was captured while stealing the map. That is a unfortunate event. We no longer have young Mr. Intelligence Agent. And he actually has very good skills come to him. Espionage allows us to steal stuff, and when we get this higher, it will be better. I do believe this is our solid snake. Whew. Solid Snake was my favorite character from my video games. It was always fun because he was just the best. Alright, and on that note, I do hope you guys enjoyed what we have accomplished. Again, our income has just now managed to come to the positive. So we will actually be in the positive during the next episode and potentially get our wonders started. With our positive income, we are able to start building our armies and militaries. We are also acquiring new skills and new traits for all of our characters, and we will see how the development goes in our 100-year war. We are going to go ahead and stop. We are going to save it. We are going to call this Total War Episode 6. Alright, guys. Well, I hope to see you next time. Later.